Have you ever wondered how the intricate, often tumultuous relationship between Israel and Palestine came to be? The history of these two nations is a tapestry woven with threads of cultural heritage, political maneuvering, and human resilience. Today, we delve into the heart of this complex narrative. The story begins in the late 19th century with the rise of a movement known as Zionism, spurred by Jewish communities in Europe. Driven by the dream of establishing a homeland for Jews in the land of their biblical ancestors, Zionism gained significant momentum and support. Fast forward to the end of the First World War. The Ottoman Empire, which had controlled Palestine for centuries, collapsed, and the British took control under what was known as the British Mandate for Palestine. This period saw an increased influx of Jewish immigrants to Palestine, leading to rising tensions and conflicts between the Jewish immigrants and the Arab locals. Then, the world witnessed the horrors of the Second World War and the Holocaust. In the aftermath, sympathy for the Jewish people grew, and in 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan to divide Palestine into an Arab state and a Jewish state. However, the Arab nations rejected this plan. In 1948, the State of Israel declared its independence, which several Arab states saw as a violation of the rights of the Palestinian Arabs. This sparked the First Arab-Israeli War. The war ended with Israel expanding its territories beyond the proposed borders, leaving many Palestinians displaced. In the following decades, the region saw several more wars, interspersed with periods of tense peace. The Six-Day War in 1967, the Yom Kippur War in 1973, and the Intifadas, or uprisings in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, were significant events that shaped the political and social landscape of Israel and Palestine. In the midst of this, peace efforts were not absent. The Oslo Accords in the 90s, for instance, brought hope of a two-state solution, though it did not come to fruition. The issue of Israeli settlements in occupied territories, the status of Jerusalem, and the right of return for Palestinian refugees remain contentious issues to this day. In the 21st century, the Israel-Palestine conflict has become more than a territorial dispute. It's an intricate web of historical grievances, religious significance, and political interests. The world watches on, hoping for a resolution that brings lasting peace and justice to both Israelis and Palestinians. To summarize, the history of Israel and Palestine is a long and complex one, marked by the rise of Zionism, the British Mandate, the Partition Plan, the establishment of the State of Israel, several Arab-Israeli wars, and intermittent peace efforts. The dream of a peaceful resolution remains elusive as contentious issues continue to fuel the conflict. It's a story of two peoples, bound by the same land, each with their own narratives of struggle, survival, and the yearning for a homeland.